Hey, if you're thinking, I barely have time to write, let alone start a podcast, I got you. My Start Your Author podcast checklist helps busy writers like you start a podcast without sacrificing your writing time. No more guessing or Googling. Starting is actually the easiest part of podcasting, and with this step-by-step checklist, you can fit it in over the next 6 weeks or even next weekend. Stop letting uncertainty hold you back. Grab your free checklist at the link below and get on your way to serving your target readers today. Welcome to Book Marketing Mania. I'm your host, Kim, and I'm so thrilled you're here to learn how to reach and serve your readers as a podcast host and guest. Because isn't that what marketing is all about? Reaching and serving? That makes selling so much easier, and we may not have to do it at all. This month, I'm kicking off a new series as we dig deep into podcast hosting and guesting as your evergreen marketing strategy. And as we do, I want you to keep 3 things in mind. Number 1, marketing is simply letting your target readers know you can help them. And number 2, marketing starts when God first lays the book message on your heart. And number 3, marketing should not take time away from your writing. And the good news is that podcasting, both as a host and guest, helps you achieve all 3 of these. Because, number 1, a podcast episode helps solve your readers' problems or answers questions your readers are asking. And they can get your help from you anytime that's convenient for them in their busy day. I'm often talking to my friends over lunch about some issue I'm facing, and boom, they immediately are like, you need to listen to this podcast. And then they text me the link, and I can hit play as soon as I'm back in my car driving home. Or if I Google a question and the answer is someone's podcast episode, I immediately save it in my podcast player because then I can pull it up when I'm at the gym or I'm walking the dog. And then number 2, a podcast episode allows you to start marketing your God-given message today. You don't have to wait until after your book is published. You can even test out book ideas and see what resonates with listeners. So podcasting as both a host and guest allows you to start serving up relatable content right away to build your audience of future book buyers. And lastly, number 3, a podcast episode takes much less time to create than writing those long SEO-rich blog posts or filming and posting videos that are dependent on an algorithm to get seen. So podcasting as a host and guest is a great way for you to serve your target readers without taking time away from writing your book. So if hosting and guesting on podcasts is a great way to reach and serve new readers, then why aren't more authors doing it? Or if they have done it, why are they giving up on podcasting as their marketing strategy? Well, what I've discovered from authors and podcasters I work with, as well as from many of you that have reached out to me, is that we are all focusing on the wrong things when trying to reach and serve our readers on podcast. We can focus on the wrong goal, the wrong content, the wrong time or timing, and the wrong money. So over the next 4 episodes, we're going to talk about how we can go get 'em, GETM, with podcasting this year with the right goals, episode, time, and money. And here's what I want you to ask yourself today. What is the number 1 goal you want a podcast, either as a host or a guest, to do for you as an author? And what is the number 1 thing holding you back from making that happen? Then stay tuned next episode as we kick off our Go Get 'em series talking about G, your podcast goal, because that's where everything starts and should lead back to, right? Thanks for tuning in today. And as always, I'll be there for you to help you reach and serve your readers one podcast at a time. See you next episode.